And start recording, Nandakumar. Okay, thank you very much. Very good afternoon to all the participants, those who are present for this HRDCL faculty lecture series. I'm very happy to welcome the faculty members, head of the departments, and the students for this faculty lecture series. And today, this is Thursday, will be lecture from the Mechanical Engineering Department. And we have Mr. M. Vinod, Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department, for today's lecture series lecture. And his topic will be on advanced geometric dimensioning and tolerancing. And about Mr. Vinod, he has completed his BE Mechanical Engineering from PSG Tech Coimbatore, and he's completed his ME degree from Anna University, College of Engineering campus Gindi. And then he joined in our KOT at the Mechanical Engineering Department in 2013. He is working here for past 8 years. And has got very good experience over 10 years in this teaching. And about him, he's a very good resource for our department. Technically a sound person. He can able to handle any subject in mechanical engineering discipline, and he is helping our students in preparation towards the technical contents, and also he is helping our students in competitive exam preparation and all. And he's been the class advisor, and he's been a coordinator for our technical conference we have been conducting for past 7 years. From the beginning, he's been working in the conference and technical events. So with this brief introduction, I welcome Mr. M. Vinod for this HRDCL faculty lecture series. The topic is going to be advanced geometric dimensioning and tolerancing. Over to Vinod, sir. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, Vinod, sir, you are audible and proceed.
Yeah, thank you, sir. First of all, I want to thank our KUOT management, beloved principal sir, beloved vice principal sir, and our department in charge, Professor Satyanathan sir, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to present this topic. Now I present the topic on the advanced geometric dimensioning and tolerance. Good afternoon, everybody. In this presentation, I have a few contents. Introduction to the basics of geometric and tolerancing. Apart from basics, single and related features, new symbols for advanced GD&T, positional tolerance, regardless of features of size, bonus tolerance, whichever condition, resultant condition. These are all the content of the presentation. This is objective of our presentation. From this presentation, we can able to learn tolerances and why we want to need it, and we want to learn how to effectively use the tolerance. And here I have made some calculations for different types of tolerances. Here for this presentation, we need a prerequisite, that is already we have crossed GD&T basics, fits and tolerance, the atom, symbols, meanings, material conditions. These are all the prerequisites for this presentation. Here from the presentation, we have some outcome. We are able to learn advanced concepts of GD&T and some calculation for different tolerances. Just for 10 minutes, I will recall all the GD&T concepts. We want to know the definition for the GD&T. It's a language for communicating engineering design specifications all over the world. So that's why GD&T is very, very important. Why we want the GD&T? Here, a component can be made with help of three different people. One is designer, another one is manufacturer, then last person is inspector. So those three persons should understand the drawing, given drawing. So the drawing should be standardized. Okay. For the why we want to go for again GD&T? Here, no one or thing is perfect. Even we are very experienced in manufacturing. We cannot manufacture the component to the specific given dimension. There should be some deviation. That deviation should be within our control. Then only assembly of all the components will function properly. So for this function getting proper functioning of one machine, we need some variation in individual parts. If that variation is very large, it affects function of the component. If the variation is very small, it involves cost. Okay, that is for measuring the small deviations. We want to go for some advanced machines for measuring it. That's why the cost is increasing. So here ASME by 14.5 2009 is a standardized form for the GD&T. Already we have crossed these terminologies. Limits having both types of both end is given, plus or minus tolerances, allowances, clearance, fits, three types of fits. Tolerance is shortly we can consider a total variation between upper and lower limit. That is tolerance. Benefits of GD&T is it is a precious and clear document. Parts can be outsourced from anywhere from the globe, as it is standardized one. So these are all few benefits of GD&T. This is component given. This is component without GD&T. Okay, here only the dimension along with upper and lower deviations are given. This diagram is also including GD&T. Now we can see without GD&T how parts may be. Here we have on component, pin component and block. Even though the components are given upper and lower limits, without GD&T, component can be manufactured like this. It may be not straight or not perpendicular or not concentric. Even though upper and deviation or lower deviation, upper deviations are given, without GD&T, the component may be manufactured. This is another diagram of without GD&T. Okay, now we can see on a component. The component dimensions are having upper and lower deviations, but there is no geometric GD&T concept in this diagram. This is if there is no GD&T in the diagram, there is a chances of manufacturing a component like this. Even though we are given upper and lower deviation, GD&T is very, very important to manufacture any component. Here we have the same diagram with GD&T concepts. All the dimensions are given. This lower box. Here all the GD&T concepts are mentioned here. So without GD&T, we cannot manufacture a component properly. This is not this that lower diagram, lower box. Here I mentioned lower box. This box is called as feature control system. Here there is some standardized order. First one is geometry characteristic symbol, and here we have some deviation for the particular feature. Then this M represents maximum material condition. If there is L, that is called least material condition. Then ABCD are the datums, primary, secondary, tertiary datums. These are all the fundamentals of the GD&T. Now we can go into advanced GD&T. Single and related features. This is already we have few forms like this. The symbols are there. The meaning of the symbols are there, and these are the type of tolerances: form, profile, orientation, location, runout. These are all the types of tolerances. Here, some category are splitted like this. Individual feature only. That means these types of symbols or this type of geometric need only individual features. There is no relative of these characters with other characters. Here profiles are there. This is individual or maybe related with some other feature. Okay, then the last category is related features. Here all these features, all these geometric shape should be related with some other category. So this some point is added here is advanced GD&T. Here also some symbols are there. It's also mentioned in the advanced GD&T. Here this is also new symbols in 2009 standard as per the ASME. Now we can go through few meaning of the symbol. All over symbol. This circle symbol represents the profile. This symbol represents profile. The deviation of the profile is 0.1. So throughout this profile, the variation or deviation is 0.1. So that is represented by this symbol. This symbol is called all over symbol. And second one, continuous feature symbol. So if we are having a component having same size continuously, that can be mentioned as CF. That is known as continuous feature symbol. And the unequally dispersed profile symbol. Here the variation unequal means some portion may be 0.02, some portion may be 0.005. Like that, there is some variation in the manufacturing of the component. This can be represented by this. Here advanced GD&T, we have the symbol like this, 2 rows. We have 2 rows. In a normal GD&T, we have only 1 row. In advanced GD&T, we have 2 rows. Here the second diagram, we can able to see there are 2 rows. Here first one is known as cylindricity, second one is known as circularity. So this portion should have both the character properly as per the given deviations. 0.005 for the circularity and for the cylindricity 0.00. Now we can go into a true position or simply position. For manufacturing a component, that is for a whole, we cannot exactly keep the drill bit in exactly 0, 0 position. For that, there is some deviation. For keeping the tip of the tool is also should have some deviation. That deviation is called a true position. Now we can see this diagram. There is a plate in which there are two holes. The dimensions of holes are given as 25 plus or minus 0.2, and in y direction also 25 plus or minus 0.2. And here the circle is given for the diameter of 15, but we cannot exactly keep the drill bit at this center. At this center. So, as circle is given some deviation, the center point also should be given some deviation. The deviation we want to find, consider this is, here we have deviation, we want to find it. Actually, this diagram represents the center of the hole can be deviated for 20 mm from the center in x direction as well as y direction. That's why it is given 40 mm, 0.4 in x direction as well as y direction. Diametrically, if we are taking, this length will be 0.25 as per the trigonometric law. This is 20, this is 20. Sorry, not 20. This is 0.2, this is 0.2. Horizontal 0.2, vertical 0.2. So root of 0.2 square plus 0.2 square equal to 0.28. This is the deviation as here given in this diagram given. That center can be varied from 25.2 to 25. This is the variation of the center in x direction as well as y direction. Okay, this deviations is given. In this diagram, we can able to see as its diagonal distance is 0.28. If you are making a circle like this, the chances of getting the tolerance will be more in case of circle. Here we can see the one calculation. The tolerance area for the square, say, that is a square equal to 0.16 millimeter square. Whereas in case 2, that is circle, the tolerance is equal to, that is area. We are calculating area value. So pi r square. So by using that formula, we are able to get 0.251. That is area for the circle is more compared with the square. That represents the chances of getting tolerance will be more in case of circle. So that deviation is mentioned here. 0.566 is mentioned here. That is known as true position. Here that after manufacturing the component, we are able to identify whether the drilled hole is having correct position or not by using this principle. That is, we are having original dimension, actual dimension in x direction, x plus y direction. Suppose consider we are having the center of the hole at this point. We have one formula to calculate whether drilled hole is exactly in our within limit or not. See here we have one formula. Okay, here blue color represents true center position of the hole. Red color represents actually where we made the center of the circle. Consider we made center at this point. So by measuring CMM machines, we can able to get x direction, y direction. By using those value in this formula, we are able to identify the drawn diagram. Here we have some calculation. Suppose consider positional tolerance is given as 0.2. True values in XY directions 15. Measured value is like this because deviations may be given as some value or 0.02. Okay, so this measured value is this and this. By using that formula, 2 times of root of that value square can be able to get 0.188. Already we have 0.2 as a maximum condition. As our measured value becomes 0.188, so our manufactured hole is exactly in the corrected deviations, correct required area. That's why our component can be accepted. Suppose this value, position tolerance value is greater than 0.2, then job should be rejected. This is a few calculations for finding the exact true position. Next one is regardless of feature of size. In this maximum material condition and minimum material condition need not to be given without considering MMC or LMC. The component is given to manufacture, that is under the regardless of features of size. For example, consider this job flatness having 0.04 deviation, as well as this height can vary from 16 to 15.89. This is component given where maximum or minimum material condition is not considered. This is another example for regardless of feature of size. Inner boundary for this hole, we have inner boundaries, that is 30.5 is the maximum size of the hole, 30.1 is the minimum size of the hole. So within this limit, along with this 0.1 deviation for the center, this 0.1 is a deviation for the center. We have some calculations for maximum material condition. 30 maximum material conditions means we want to go for the minimum diameter for the case of hole. So 30.1, as it is subtracted with 0.1, that is position zone. This zone, the center point, also deviated with 0.1, that is mentioned here. So finally we have 30 dia for the inner boundary. So this inner boundary should be 30. Similarly, for outer boundary, that should be 30.6. So within this limit, it should be manufactured. Next one is bonus tolerance. Bonus tolerance, as its name represents bonus, it's additional tolerance given to the geometric tolerance. Here, all the tolerances nearly having more meaning, more similar meaning. So bonus tolerance is an additional tolerance to the geometric tolerance. Mathematically, it is a difference between actual size to MMC or LMC. Here we have some diagram for the bonus tolerance. Consider the shaft is given for the diameter of the 25 plus or minus 1. So plus or minus 1 means the shaft can be manufactured to 26 or 24. Within this limit, we can manufacture this. For additionally, 0.1 here it is mentioned. 0.1 is also allowed. Sorry, not 0.1, 1 is allowed for deviation. So already we have 25 plus 1, 26. 26 is a major dia of the this shaft. If we additionally manufacture, additionally add the dimension 1 millimeter to 26 millimeter, then it becomes 27 millimeter. That is the size of the hole we want to manufacture. Anyhow, 26 should not be exceeded for the shaft case. If we manufacture 27, then only shaft can be inserted inside the hole because we have 1 millimeter deviation for the positional tolerance. That is nothing but for the flatness. Here we have, sorry, straightness. For the shaft straightness also we want to vary 1 millimeter. So for that deviation, we added that deviation to the hole. So totally 27 millimeter dia of the hole, 26 dia of the shaft. Even though the deviation of 1 millimeter varies from this end to this, shaft can easily inserted. Here we can see another diagram for the lower deviation. So we have manufactured lower value of 24. Already we drilled the hole of 27 with this positional tolerance value. Already we manufactured 27. That 27 hole, even though the shaft is manufactured within lower limit, the shaft can be easily inserted. So this positional tolerance should be very, very important while manufacturing any component, apart from normal deviations. Next one is virtual condition. Virtual condition is boundary condition of the feature. Here the similar, already we discussed bonus tolerance. It is the condition for the outer of the component. Here we have one diagram. The diameter of the this shaft is 10 millimeter plus or minus 0.1. That means the shaft can be manufactured from 11 to 9 millimeter. Along with that, 0.05 straightness also can be deviated. That is the length of the jaw, this shaft can be also varied for 0.05. Like this. See, here we have second diagram. This diagram shows that the deviation along the length also is considered. For that, we want to manufacture the hole size in almost maximum size. Already we have discussed in the bonus tolerance. Here we have some diagram. This is one component. This is another component. This component is to be inserted in this inside this. This is this portion. This portion is considered as external feature, and this portion is considered as internal forces. Okay, the component is given along with this deviation, along with the geometrical deviation. For this calculation, we consider four conditions. That is maximum material for inner and outer, least material condition, inner and outer. Both the conditions are considered here. Here for calculating virtual condition is nothing but almost maximum outer size. That is known as virtual condition. Here we have some calculation, maximum material condition. For this feature, external feature, the maximum material condition is 14.8. Already here given 49.8, along with geometrical tolerance. That is, this positional tolerance is given as 0.1 for the maximum material condition. So totally 49.9 millimeter. So this is the maximum diameter of this external feature. So we want to here draw a circle of this 49.9. And here the internal feature is having 40. Here this internal feature is having 50. This hole is having 50.4 and 50. These two are the deviations. So this larger hole is 0.09. Along with that positional deviation, that is geometrical tolerance, 0.1. It can be subtracted from this value. So 49.8 is the size of the hole. Similarly, we have other remaining 4 conditions. The next one is resultant condition. Resultant condition is nothing but it's a collective effect of tolerances. See, for example, consider maximum material condition for the internal feature. Internal feature means in this diagram circle. The circle is having deviation from 30.5 to 30.1 along with geometrical tolerance as 0.1. That is the small red color circle represents the deviation of from center to both extreme ends. Now we can see this diagram. Here, when this circle, that is, actually this is 0.5, sorry. This 0.5 is the deviation for the center of the circle. So when it is deviated to from left side, right side, up and down, already we discussed. When it moves all around this world, the circle, then the final diagram will be like this. When see, when through this circle, whenever this deviations is made throughout the circle, the dotted line represents the imaginary circle of the given feature. So finally, as collectively, we have get outer circle as 31. Here we have formula, least material condition plus sorry. The resultant condition can be used with this formula. So outer boundary we can calculate. Similarly, inner boundary also we can calculate. This is for the maximum material condition and minimum material condition. Similarly, we have remaining 4 diagrams. Thank you. Sir?
Vinod, sir.
Sir, yes, sir, completed, sir. Thank you.
Oh, that's all about your presentation. Okay. Thank you very much. Dear participants, if you have any doubts, you can ask Vinod, sir. Hey, madam, please. Good afternoon, madam. Hello, madam.
I have one question.
Please, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. What is the difference between this GD&T and advanced GD&T?
Vinod.
Sir, nowadays geometric and GD&T is again developed, sir. That's why we topic like this.
Please repeat.
Sound சொல்லுங்க Vinod.
Vinod,
Sir,
that's not audible.
Excuse me, sir.
Please, Vinod, you repeat the answer, what you said.
Sir, normally we have geometric dimensioning and tolerancing.
Okay.
Again, for the reducing cost purpose, ASME is generating new techniques to reduce the cost. That's why I put the topic as advanced geometric dimensioning and tolerance.
இல்ல இப்ப சார் வந்துட்டு கேட்டது என்னன்னா ரெகுலர்லி ஜியோமெட்ரிக் டைமென்ஷன் டாலரன்ஸ் ஜிடிஎன்டி ஆல்ரெடி இருக்கு இல்லைங்களா, அதுக்கு அட்வான்ஸ்மெண்ட்ல என்ன வித்தியாசம்னு சொல்லி கேக்குறாரு. ஜிடிஎன்டிக்கும் ஏஜிடிஎன்டிக்கும் என்ன வித்தியாசம்?
சார் இப்ப அடிஷனல் சிம்பிள்ஸ் எல்லாம் ஆட் பண்ணிருக்காங்க சார். அந்த சிம்பிள்ஸ் வந்து கேட்டகரைஸ் பண்ணிருக்காங்க சார். அது வந்து ரிலேட்டட் நாட் ரிலேட்டட் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி எல்லாம் கேட்டகரைஸ் பண்ணிருக்காங்க சார். லைக் திஸ் சார்.
இப்ப ஸ்ட்ரைட்னஸ் என்ன அட்வான்டேஜ் இருக்கு, என்ன பெனிஃபிட்ஸ்
சார்? இன்னும் காஸ்ட் ரிடியூஸ் ஆகும் சார். இன்ஸ்பெக்ஷன், மேனுஃபேக்சரிங் இதுல எல்லாம் வந்து நாம காஸ்ட் ரிடியூஸ் பண்ணலாம் சார். ஒரு காம்பனன்ட் செய்யறோம்னா அந்த காம்பனன்ட் செஞ்சுட்டு ரிஜெக்ட் பண்ணி காஸ்ட் வேஸ்ட் பண்றதுக்கு அதுக்கு முன்னாடியே இன்னும் வந்து அந்த மேக்சிமம் சான்சஸ் ஆஃப் டாலரன்சஸ் எல்லாம் பார்த்து அதுக்குள்ளேயே மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ணலாம் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்காக again they are developing it சார்.
ஓகே சார்.
ஏதாவது அனிமேஷன் டூல்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருக்குங்களா? இஸ் தேர் எனி சாஃப்ட்வேர்
அனிமேஷன் சாஃப்ட்வேர்ஸ் வேணா அவைலபிள் சார். டு கால்குலேட் இந்த காம்பனன்ட் இந்த டைமென்ஷன்ஸ் கொடுத்தா எவ்வளவு மேக்ஸிமம் சான்சஸ் ஆஃப் டாலரன்ஸ்ங்கிற மாதிரி எல்லாம் இருக்கு சார். ஒரு சாஃப்ட்வேர் நேற்று பார்த்தேன் சார். ஃபுல்லா எதுவும் பண்ணல சார்.
ஓகே ரைட். தேங்க் யூ வினோத்.
Thank you sir.
Thank you.
Dear participants, வேற உங்களுக்கு क्वेश्चंस இருக்குங்களா? Madam.
Vinod sir.
Good afternoon madam.
Yeah.
Yes madam.
So unga presentations that is on the tabulation puttingla different sort of tools almost Selvakumar sir has presented.
Yes madam.
Adula pathina you have stated that this advanced GD&T is much lesser cost compared.
இதெல்லாமே additional tools madam.
அவர செல்வகுமார் சார் காமிக்காத டூல்ஸ்ங்களா இது
மேடம்?
செல்வகுமார் has presented about
செல்வகுமார் ஆல்ரெடி பிரசன்ட் பண்ணாரு இல்லீங்களா வினோத்?
அது இவ்வளவுதான் இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன் சார். அதாவது டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் டாலரன்ஸ், ஜியோமெட்ரிக் கேரக்டரிஸ்டிக்ஸ், சிம்பிள்ஸ் மட்டும் அந்த கோர்ஸ் மட்டும் இருக்கு சார்.
சரிங்க.
இது வந்து அடிஷனலா இப்போ
அட்வான்ஸ்ட் GD&T ல செல்வகுமார் பிரசன்ட் பண்ண டூல்ஸோட இது காஸ்ட் லெஸ்ங்கறீங்க இல்லையா? How much percentage?
Sorry madam, that don't know.
Hello?
That is, sorry, how much percentage I don't know madam. When we go for advanced GD&T, cost may be reduced.
இல்லப்பா அது வந்து
மேடம் வந்து ஒரு எவ்வளவு காஸ்ட் ஒரு
2% இருக்குமா?
10% ரெடியூஸ் ஆகுன்னு ஏதாவது அந்த மாதிரி சொல்றாங்க மேடம்.
சாரி மேடம், அந்த டேட்டா நான் பார்க்கல.
ஓகே, you can find it out. ஏனா normal GD&T வந்து he has presented well and he has stated when compared to his presentation, your presentation differs in cost wise and other additional tools. So it's easy for the designer to choose இல்லையா? That's my question. Okay, pa, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Your presenter.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much, madam. Any other participants would like to ask question to Professor Vinod? Dear participants, you can put it in the chat box. உங்களுக்கு வேற ஏதாவது கேள்விகள் இருந்ததுன்னா chat boxல கூட போடுங்க. Okay, thank you, dear participants. Vinod sir, you would like to say anything? வேற ஏதாவது சொல்லணுமா?
இல்ல சார்.
Okay sir, okay, thank you very much. And I take this opportunity to thank all the participants, those who are present here, for this faculty lecture series jointly organized by the Department of Mechanical Engineering and HRD cell of KOT. And I thank Mr. Vinod for his wonderful presentation about advanced geometric dimensioning and tolerancing, AGD&T. And thank you very much, Vinod sir. I thank our principal.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Principal, sir, vice principal, sir, and heads of various departments, and all the faculty members who took part in this faculty lecture series. Thank you very much for the given opportunity. Thanks to one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, Satya sir. Thank you very much.